Hey guys, how's it going? Crypto Stu here, and today I want to bring you the brand new version of the Furio Financial Freedom model. I'm just going to do a short video here to try and talk you through some of the main differences between v9.2 and v10, and also we'll have a chat about the FURMAX because that is something that has been included in this newer model. So before we get into the details, as always, please remember to hit the like button. If you can pop a comment down there as well, that would be really appreciated. The more likes and comments, the more it helps the YouTube algorithm, the more people see and are exposed to Furio. And in all honesty, with everything that's going on in DeFi right now, I can't think of a better place for people to be investing, not financial advice. It's just so stable. The devs, they really are trying to build an ecosystem here that is the safe haven in DeFi. So with all that out of the way, let's crack on and have a look at this model. So what has changed? So there's a couple of minor changes behind the scenes. I noticed there was a bit of an error with one of the whale tax calculations, so I've corrected that. So if you've been using 9.2, I would recommend that you move over to v10. It's going to be the most accurate with the most of the current up-to-date information. Secondly, I've added a few features into this, and I've removed some features. So what's been removed? Well, the bonus claim feature has been removed for now. As we know, the team recently announced the launch of FURMAX, which is available to you when you hit Max Wallet, and that has been the priority for the moment. And I'm going to show you in this model just exactly why it is potentially such a good move for anyone to use FURMAX when they get to Max Wallet. But I've chosen to remove the bonus claim from the model for now because it's not available, and I feel it was just confusing matters. I have left everything in the sheet that was required for the bonus claim. So if and when the team turns that on, it's going to be an easy enough job to reintegrate that into the spreadsheet. But for now, it's not there. What else have I added? So just a couple of user-friendly bits of information here. So it's going to show you the number of days to max wallet, the number of days to max payout. You now just need to enter USDC, the amount that you are using from the outset. So if you're using 5,000 USDC, there'll be a 10% tax when you swap that to FUR. There'll then be another 10% tax when you put it in the vault, and this will automatically calculate exactly what your starting balance is going to be when you start the vault. The other thing that I've put in here is for those of you that are using an existing vault. So the original sheet is set up for new vault deposits. But if you have an existing vault, like a lot of us do, there's some extra information that you need to put in here to make sure that the whale taxes are calculated correctly. So you would need to have your current amount that you have claimed to date, the total amount that you've compounded to date, and obviously the current vault balance. And you can get all that information straight from the dApp if you go and look at the team page. So if you have an existing vault, you need that information in order for this to be accurate, and you would just use today's date rather than the start date. The other thing to note, if you're using an existing wallet, is because the reward structure is different over the first 28 days, I've been racking my brains around how is there any way for me to automate that, and it's just too complicated because you need to know how many claims you have in the previous 28 days. You need to know when each of those claims falls off. So it was just going to be too difficult for me to do and require too much information from you. So if you have an existing vault, you would need to go into strategy 1, 2, and 3, and in the daily APR, just simply type in whatever your daily APR is, okay? Up to the day 28. From day 29 onwards, it's going to automatically calculate it based on what's been happening here in the action and strategy, for the previous 28 days. So other than that, it works exactly the same here, guys. So strategy 1, you could choose your strategy up to max wallet, and then let's say you're going to claim daily. You can also change here, again, these are light blue cells, so everything that's light blue requires an input from you. So if you wanted to change that to 45 days or 600 days down here, and it's going to automatically pull the information from that. And I've decided just to make it a bit more straightforward and to keep the sheet a bit cleaner. We've just got 3 strategies here that you can compare. So that is the changes to what was the existing model. The main bit of work that I've been doing, and the reason that this has taken so long for me to do, is I wanted to incorporate FURMAX. So I really wanted to give you an idea, and this really is just a very rough estimate, because there's lots of variables with FURMAX. The FUR pool returns, the FUR bet returns, how well is the casino going to do, FUR bot, how well is the trading bot going to do over time. So there's lots of kind of variables there. So this is going to be a best guess, but it does highlight the significance of the saving that you make on your vault based on whatever your local government tax rate is. So in here, in this vault versus FURMAX sheet, okay, all the information is going to pull over from the dashboard, okay, and it's going to use the strategy that you decide to use for strategy 1. So you can see here that okay, just noticed a little error here, so let me just correct that while I am on. Okay, so all the information here is pulled from strategy 1, but there are inputs that you need to put in here for FURMAX. So the local government tax rate. So here in the UK, capital gains tax is paid at 20%. I don't know what it is going to be in your local area, but you can play about with that in there. Over here for the FURMAX, so we need to know the FUR pool APR. If in doubt, just leave all of these as the default values, folks. Okay, so 50%, because these are the values that the team have used in some of their Medium articles. And if anything, I have underestimated. So FUR pool APR, the FUR bot monthly return, FUR pool balance claim thresholds. Okay, so this is quite an important one. So the model will assume that you're going to compound the FUR pool daily until your FUR pool balance is at this number. After that, you're going to claim your earnings from the FUR pool every single day. Okay, so you can play around with this number and see what difference that makes. You then need to select your allocation. So remember, with FURMAX, 50% of your daily loan amount gets paid out to you in FUR that you can sell, you can do whatever you want with. And then the other 50% is split up between your allocation that you select for FUR pool, FUR bot, and FUR bet. So select however much of that 50% you want to be allocated to each of these 3 different pools. So I've gone for 50% to FUR pool, 25% to FUR bot, 25% to FUR bet. You also then need to think about the FUR bet price. There's also an area here where you can put a percentage increase or decrease. Remember, the FUR bet is like having shares in a regular company, and so the goal here will be for that to increase gradually over time. The casino profits. So this is a figure that I have pulled from the Medium articles of estimated casino profits per quarter. So the team used 250,000 in the first quarter, 280,000 in the quarters thereafter. I've just kept this model simple by keeping it 250,000 per quarter, but we do need to put something in here because that's going to determine your profit split that you get with your FURBET tokens. Then the FURBET APY. So again, my understanding here is that because by this point you will be at max wallet, you will automatically have the platinum NFT, which means you should get the 15% APY. Circulating supply, again, this is used in the calculation for profit share. So I've pulled this number from a Medium article, and again, we're going to assume that the circulating supply is going to increase over time. There is a maximum of 5 million. Okay. So those are the inputs, and then everything else is automatic. So this is going to show you, and the main bit to focus on is the summary comparison here. So this is going to show us that the total that we have earned from the FUR Vault after we've paid all the taxes, and that includes the local government tax at 20%, is going to be 240k. Versus if we go down the route of FURMAX, then the total that we're going to earn from the FUR Vault plus any FURMAX investments that we've pulled out and that we have claimed, if you like. So like the FUR pool, once you've gone past your claim threshold, how much of that have you banked? That's all included in this number. That's going to be 190,000. Then you've got the assets that you hold at the end of the loan life. That's going to be 156,000. So the total there is 346. And you're left also with a monthly passive income ongoing thereafter of 3,744. So you're earning 106,000 more using FURMAX than you would be just using the vault. And then on top of that, you've got just under 4k a month that you're going to be earning. There's some information on the loan here. So this is going to show you the loan amount that you would be agreeing to. So that in this example here, it's 51,000. Then there's a 10% tax on that, so that's 45,000, etc. As to the best of my ability, I have tried to think about all the taxes that are involved. Now, I would say that this is pretty complicated. There is more than likely the odd mistake in here. So please take these numbers, at face value. Okay, this isn't a guarantee of what you're going to be getting. This is purely an estimation because there is so much going on and there's so many different taxes throughout the various different parts of the ecosystem, plus your local taxes. But it does give you a bit of a snapshot as to what you could be expecting. It's going to show you the term of the loan, however many days that's going to be, etc., etc. So feel free to have a look in here. If you've got any questions, guys, please feel free to reach out, get in touch. Let's just have a look and see how it changes. If I was to take that up to 50,000, FUR pool balance, claim threshold to 50,000, and if we were to put 25% in the FUR pool, 50% in FURBOT, and 25% in FURBET, you can see here now that we're left with we're making nearly 130k more using FURMAX than using FUR Vault, and we've got an ongoing monthly income of 4k. Okay, I think that's long enough for this video. We're already at 15 minutes. I get that there's probably going to be lots of questions as to how this works, etc. Please feel free to reach out to me on Telegram or pop your questions in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. If you are looking for a team to join, remember, I always recommend the Furio Community Wallet. It is by far, in my opinion, the best team to join. The first community wallet is going to be hitting max wallet at the end of November, and then every single member of the community wallet gets a share of that max wallet payout, and each wallet has its own member cap. So for example, the first wallet that I'm in has 30 members, so I'm going to get 1/30th share of the max payout. And we've got numerous different iterations of that community wallet, and there's something for every different budget that people want to join. So check that out if you're looking to start a new wallet up. Okay guys, that's it from me today. As always, thanks for watching and hope to speak to you soon. Cheers.